What's good, Internet? My name is Attack Slug, and welcome back to Keys from My Inbox, the show where I look at video games that show up in my email inbox. And today, taking a look at Party Hard Tycoon. So, as always, full disclosure, this copy of the game provided by the publisher, as the nature of this show is. Anyway, this is in Steam Early Access. It is $10. I am about a month late on this video because they launched at the same time as wrestling, and obviously on this channel, wrestling. So, this is set in the same universe as the Party Hard games, Party Hard 1 and 2, which were more murder simulators, whereas this is instead of crashing the party, you are creating the party, right? So I'm going to hop in here to my home base here, House for Rent. I've played a little bit of this game, and I'm not sure I really understand just what in the blue hell I am doing. I have seen a variety of the Steam comments saying that it's too easy, but I don't know. As far as I can tell, you are supposed to determine what parties are best for which venues and build them out accordingly, but it seems like that all your stuff stays in the location, so you kind of just build on what you already have, and the kind of party matters less? I don't really know. But again, it's early access, so I'm going to choose some staff here. I like to have my MC and my waiter are usually who I choose on staff. And you can see here, compatibility, question marks. So eventually, you figure that out? I don't know. I can set my entrance fee here. I'm going to say, hey, it's going to be $46 to get into this party, baby. I can also choose different controls here for Ladies' Night and for Saving the Pandas. And there's other variables to add, but I'm going to go with the standard fee grade and hit Start Party. So once you get into the actual location, you'll see where my stuff already is, right? So I have speakers set up, and this is kind of their, sound area that people will hear the sound from. On the left-hand side, you see my electricity budget, which is good. On the right-hand side, there is the people who are hyped for the party and that kind of stuff. You want to get that kind of as high as possible for your party. Up in the top here, you got your kind of, hey, here's your money, and here's your fans of your parties. And on the bottom here, you've got, okay, your equipment, and then more things to put in the environment that will help out. So tables, important, because when you have tables, then you can serve drinks and that kind of thing. I got my beer here in the middle, because obviously it's a party, gotta get drunk. And I'm going to try to put another speaker over in this room over here, because there's speaker. People will go into rooms and be like, there's no music here. And I'm like, walk in the next room, but anyway, I'm going to put a speaker over in this room here, and that costs $500. That changes our little budget there. And then I'm going to put a table to serve some drinks on over here. And so you don't want to go too low in your budget, because then you won't have enough money to start the party. It will tell you when you are deficient in your funds to start your party, right? So there's, I guess, more I could do, but I'm still pretty early in the game, so I'm just kind of lacking in options. But you can get into the decor here, umbrellas and stop signs and horses and stormtroopers, and it'll tell you, okay, this thing is good for underground, dance, and night parties, but bad for other parties. I understand why it's not super explicit, because part of the game is discovering what works best for each party, but I always feel like it's kind of not quite where I want it to be. But again, early access, perhaps we'll get there. So that being said, let us hit Start Party here, and to see if we can make some money with this party. Now, once your party is starting, once it's kicking off, and people start coming into the party, you've got to get your waiter and say, hey, supply all the tables, right? Not enough money. So, gotta get folks into this building first, get lined up, cash me out, then supply all. I can say, hey, MC, start a show right here. He'll start a show, people will enjoy that show, whatever. I've got my lights, I only have one light, get that light blazing. People are too expensive. So, your customers here will tell you how they feel about the party, for better or for worse. So serve some food here. Let him do that. Get this food thing going. That costs money. Wants more hype. It's empty. So, again, there's, a little bit of interaction here as the party goes on. It's pretty much just hitting supply and having your guys go where you need them to go. It's not super intrusive, and it's not super complex. But it's something to do while the party's happening. This party seems pretty lame because everyone's just leaving. so perhaps this music for this venue is not appropriate. But again, the trial and error so far for me has been a little bit like, I don't really know what I'm doing, and perhaps if I played more of it, I would have a better understanding. But that party, I think, lost some money. 34 invited, and 30 left the party. Now, when you get to the end here, on this meter here, is how long the party lasts on the bottom. And at a certain point, you can totally keep partying for that amount of money, and it goes up as you get closer and closer to the end. So if you had a raging successful party going, then obviously you want to keep it going and keep that money flowing in. But this party has been just kind of lame. So you guys are late to the party here with your hearts. You are a little bit late to go use the washroom or whatever. I like the art style, but you know, it's also just using the same stuff as was in Party Hard, and that had a good art style, so I enjoyed that. And it's, you know, I had some people there who were disappointed, but I did get likes here, so I am gaining levels, and as you gain likes, and that translates into unlocking more types of party in the game. So I lost $800 on that party. This is no good. This is no good. But I did just unlock this location here, the tiny club. So I have the squat, which cost me 0 to run a party in the squat house. And I'm pretty sure I don't have enough money to rent this thing to open up this club and have this party. So, unfortunately, can't go to this particular venue. But you have a calendar here, and certain days have, you know, different objectives that will help you out more in your party, where you can basically charge more for your services to show up in your party. But otherwise, I mean, you got your info here, your account balance, and you got your fans, your regulars. It doesn't really, like, explain enough for me. I'm not sure if, being that it is in early access, it needs a better tutorial or something, because it gives you a very brief tutorial at the beginning, and that gives you just the bare bones minimum of what you should be doing and how to do it. And then they kind of just go, hey, go make some parties. And I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing in terms of having things interact with each other, in terms of having things interact with you know, the party goers, in terms of really anything. So I'm just gonna have one guy here as the waiter, and we're gonna charge $10 to get in, and we're gonna party hard one more time here. So I already have a light show, I already have some speakers, I already have one table, so we're gonna set up another table here, over here, and we're going to, I mean, I could get a barbecue here, but it's $2,000, and that's not gonna be able to afford that nonsense. They kind of give you hints now and then, but again, it hasn't been enough for me to kind of really get a good grasp on exactly what in the blue hell I'm doing. This is a country party, and we need some beer. So put the beer over by the lights, and then put one more table over. You can get a good glance at that meter that's changing to say, all right, what's most effective for this table? And there we go. That was minimal effort there. And I'm going to move this table here to be in speaker range. And then we're going to get this party started, right? Get this party started quickly, right? And here we go. Who's going to show up to this party? I don't know. Supply all the tables. So, I have a keg. People showing up. Make me some money on this country party. Call me some fights. Good fight, good night. And activate the lights. Where is it? Lights. Yeah, now we're partying. I need fog machines is what I actually need. I think they're too expensive. More height, he says. More height. I'm sorry, I don't have enough height. Serve some food over here. Do a thing. Serve some food. Yeah, there you go. Just, yeah, nobody cares. I'm putting on parties and nobody cares. So there are cooldown meters for your staff, which is important to kind of, you know, get the ebb and the flow of what the party is. But even in this squat house, putting on this country music party with some blaring tunes and whatnot. And I will say, I wish the tunes more accurately reflected the kind of music that you have in these parties. This is obviously not country. It's all kind of just generic dancey type stuff, which is weird. Like, if you're gonna have different themes and different parties with different music, then they should be reflected in the game itself, right? That should make sense. There's plenty of that on the internet, or make it yourself, or whatever. it can be done. But again, this party was not hard. This party was not much of anything in this. Like, there's a beat down truck in this house. That's kind of messed up. This is not a good party location unless you're looking to do some meth. If we're having a meth party, then sure, that makes a lot more sense. But not so much, I believe. Not so much. So again, this party was not particularly hardy, which is unfortunate. But that one girl's dancing, she likes it, and she's, alright, here's some money. What? Okay. Nobody cares. This is the worst party ever. I am the worst host of the worst party ever. So there you go on that. I lost $100. People were disappointed. So that's a brief look at Party Hard Tycoon. I think conceptually there's something here, but it's not quite there yet. So as with all the games that I have in my early access library, I keep an eye on it. They put out a patch, I keep an eye on it. If it improves to a certain degree where I can make more sense out of it, then I'll come back and do more videos on Party Hard Tycoon. But until then, and until next time, y'all should party hard. I'm a Tax Slug. More videos every day. I'll see you next time, right here on this channel. And I'm out.